Hi everyone, welcome to MyMax Academy. In this video, we will continue on the polynomial chapter for 10th standard CBSE Max. Last video we did the verification of the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. In this video, we will start with relationship between zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Last class or last video, what we saw was the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. In this, we will find the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. What is a cubic polynomial? Cubic polynomial is a polynomial whose degree is 3. So we will write the general form of a cubic polynomial. So general form of a cubic polynomial, that will be in the form of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and obviously a is not equal to 0. A should not be equal to 0, because if a is 0, then this term will become 0, then it will become a quadratic polynomial. So use general form of any cubic polynomial. For example of a cubic polynomial, example is I can have minus 7x cube plus 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Right? So now if you compare the general form of a cubic polynomial with this particular cubic polynomial, then you will compare these and you can find a, b, c, d. So a is what? When you compare this and this, in the place of a is the coefficient of x cube. So a is minus 7, which is this is a. Right? Now what is b? What is coefficient of x square? So b is 3, c is coefficient of x, which is minus 5. Then d is the constant term, which is 2. So this is d. Right? So this is d. I will take along with the sign. And this is c. And this is b. This is a. So a, b, c, d. Right? Now we have to have the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients is similar to what we studied in quadratic equation. What we have is alpha plus beta plus gamma. See, obviously cubic polynomials will have 3 zeros, right? Let me write that first. So alpha, let alpha, comma beta and gamma. The 3, right? Alpha, beta and the gamma are the, so they are these are Greek letters. They are these alpha, beta, gamma are Greek letters which we use to denote the zeros of a polynomial. So the cubic polynomial will have at most maximum 3 zeros. Let's assume first 0 is alpha, second is beta, third 0 is gamma. Then what we have is alpha, beta, gamma are zeros of a cubic polynomial. What is that? That is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. If so, then what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients? Alpha plus beta plus gamma, which means sum of the zeros. When I add all the 3 zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma means sum of the zeros will be equal to minus b by a. So alpha, so which means alpha plus beta plus gamma means sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros will be equal to minus, what is b? B is the coefficient of x square. B is what? Coefficient of x square. So b is minus coefficient of x square by a is coefficient of x cube by coefficient of x cube. right? That is sum of the zeros. Now, this is first relationship. So second one is, we call it as alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is read as sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time. That I will write it below. So this is called as sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is called as sum of the zeros. And this alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha means we are finding the product of two zeros at a time and then adding all of them. Right? So that will be equal to C by A. That will be equal to C by A. You can see all this in page number 32 in your book. So which means, how do we read this? This is called as sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time. Two at a time. Sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time means we are taking two zeros. And then we are finding the product, which means multiplication, then adding them. Right? So that will be equal to, so the meaning of this is this. This is in notation. Right? So what is the meaning of this? This is called as sum of the product of the zeros taken two zeros at a time. Taken two at a time means two zeros. Taken two zeros at a time. So that is equal to C. C is what? C is coefficient of x. Don't say C is constant term. C will be a constant term in the quadratic polynomial. Here C is the coefficient of x by A is coefficient of x square. Sorry, x cube. A is the coefficient of x cube. Then the third one is, third relationship is alpha beta gamma. Alpha beta gamma means alpha into beta into gamma, which is called as product of the zeros. That will be equal to minus d by a. So which means this is alpha beta gamma is called as product of the zeros. Product of the zeros. That will be equal to minus d. So minus d is what? D is constant term. There is no x here. So d is constant term by a is coefficient of x cube. Okay. So whenever they give a cubic polynomial and if they ask you to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients, then you have to find alpha plus beta plus gamma, you will get some value. Then find what is minus b by a, you get some value. Both will match, then you can write this. So the sum of the zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Then you have to check this condition also. This second condition. This is third condition. Okay. So this box is what you will be checking. Okay. So this is the relationship between zeros and coefficients for a cubic polynomial. Now we will do a problem in this. Right. So let me erase this. So what we have is now example number 5 in page number 32. Example 5 in your page number 32 in the book. Right? Example 5. So what example 5 says? Example 5 question is, verify that 3 minus 1 and minus 1 by 3 are zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3, and then verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So they have given a cubic polynomial in example 5. What is given as the cubic polynomial p of x, which is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x plus 3, sorry, minus 3, minus 3, 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Now there are two parts in this question. First is they have given some numbers. They said verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3. Right? So 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3. You have to check whether these three are zeros of a polynomial. How will you check whether a particular value is a zero of the polynomial? You should have studied 9th standard, right? So you will substitute this 3 in the place of x. And if you get the value of the polynomial is 0, then this 3 is called as 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, you have to check for minus 1, substituting minus 1, substituting minus 1 by 3. In each of the cases, if you get the value of the polynomial as 0 by substituting x as 3 first, and then x as minus 1 and x as minus 1 by 3, in each case you get 0, then each one of them is called as the 0 of the polynomial. So that is first part of the question. The first part is these are zeros. Are these zeros? Second part of the question is verify the relationship. Verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. Clear? So which means you have to verify this. So hope you all have, I mean, I would suggest you please take writing the notes when you watch the video, that will help you. So I'm erasing this. So we'll be checking this as the second part. These points. So this is the first one, the second one, and this is the third one. All these three we have to check. Let me erase this. Fine. So now let's check whether the first part, whether 3 is a 0 of this polynomial. So how will you check 3 is a polynomial? So solution is, now to find 3 is the polynomial, to check whether 3 is a 0 of this polynomial, we have to find P of 3. P of 3, which means in the place of x, I am putting 3. So in this, wherever x is there, put 3. So here I am putting 3. So P of x is 3. So I am putting that equal to 3 into x cube. X is 3. 3 cube minus 5 into 3 square. Wherever x is there, I am putting this 3. First we are checking whether this is 0 of the polynomial. Then minus 11 into 3 minus 3. So what is that? So 3 cube is 27. 27 into 3 is 81. Minus 3 square is 9. 9 5s are 45. Minus 11 times 3 is 33. Minus 3. Right? So that becomes 81 minus, if you add all this, 45 plus 33, 78 minus 3. Minus 78 minus 3 is minus 81, you get 0. So when I substituted x is equal to 3, we are getting this value becomes 0. Therefore 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Now similarly we need to check for the second one, which is minus 1, whether this is the 0 of the polynomial. So we will find P of next one. We will find P of minus 1. So wherever x is there, I am going to put minus 1. So P of, which will become minus 1, equal to 3 into x. X is minus 1. So you get minus 1 cube. So you have to put it in the bracket, whole. The cube is for the minus also. Minus 5 times minus 1 the whole square. Right? Minus 11 times minus 1 minus 3. So minus 1 cube, this will be minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Multiplying minus 1 3 times will give you minus 1. Minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. And minus 1 square means minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So this will become plus 1. So 5 into 1. This is minus 5. Minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. Minus 11 into minus 1 is plus 11. This is minus 3. So what it becomes now? So it becomes minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. 11 minus 3 is plus 8. You get 0. So P of minus 1 is also 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1. We can even say therefore x is equal to 3 is a 0 of the polynomial, x is equal to 1 is a 0 of a polynomial. Right, now we need to check the third condition, third value, which is minus 1 by 3. So that is also 0 of the polynomial. So we will do it here. Now we have to check whether minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of this polynomial, which means in the place of x we have to put minus 1 by 3. So then this becomes P of, the place of x I have to put minus 1 by 3 equal to, now here we have to put wherever x is there, I have to put minus 1 by 3 here. So this becomes 3 into minus 1 by 3 the whole cube minus 5 into minus 1 by 3 the whole square minus 11 into minus 1 by 3 minus 3. So wherever x is there, I have put minus 1 by 3. Now, so this becomes 3, then minus 1 by 3 whole power 3 will become minus 1 by 27. Right? Minus 1 by 3 whole cube means what? Minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 will be minus 1 by 27. Then minus 1 by 3 the whole square will become 1 by 9. So minus 5 into 1 by 9. Because minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 is plus 1 by 9. So minus into minus plus 11 by 3. 11 into 1 by 3 is 11 by 3, then minus 3. Now we'll cancel this 3 and this 27. You get 9. So you get minus 1 by 9. This will become minus 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. Right? So now if you do this, if you take these two, this is minus 1 by 9 minus 5 by 9 will become minus 1 minus 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. If you take the LCM for these two, then 3 is the LCM, then it will become 11 minus 9. So this will become minus 6 by 9 plus this will become 2 by 3. Now 6 by 9 means they can cancel in 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So it will become minus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, which becomes 0. So your P of minus 1 by 3 equal to 0. Therefore, you got the final value of 0. When you get the final value of 0, then x is equal to. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of P of x, or you can say of polynomial. Or you can just say P of x, which means this. Clear? Now we have done the first part. So this is over. You have checked whether 3 is a 0. We substituted 3, we got 0. Yes, 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Then we checked whether minus 1 is a 0 of the polynomial. We substituted minus 1 and we got 0. So minus 1 is also 0 of the polynomial. Then we substituted x is equal to minus 1 by 3 because we have to check whether minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. We substituted that and then we got it the value as 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is also a 0 of the polynomial. So all the three values that they have given in the question, they asked us to check whether it is 0 of the polynomial, or verify. They said verify. So we have verified that they are the zeros of the polynomial. So first part of the question is over. The second part of the question is verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So for that, the one that I wrote, right, the relationship, right, between the zeros and coefficients, that we need to verify. So I'm going to erase this now. Right, I'm just keeping the question itself here. The next one is we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So what is the first one? First one is we have to find alpha plus, or we can even write this. So we have to say, we have to check to verify. What we have to verify? We have to verify alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. We have to check this to verify this whether both are equal. Right? Now again, what is alpha, what is beta, what is gamma? They are these three zeros of this polynomial. So alpha is 3. So here alpha is 3. This is beta. Beta is minus 1 and gamma is minus 1 by 3. Gamma is minus 1 by 3. Now we need to find alpha plus beta plus gamma. First, alpha plus beta plus gamma, which means add all the three. So 3 minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3. Alpha, beta is minus 1. Right? If you want, I can put like this. Alpha plus beta is minus 1 plus gamma is minus 1 by 3. So if you add this, you will get 3 minus 1 plus into minus 1 by 3. Now take the LCM, 3, then this will become 9, right? So this will become 3, this will become minus 1, right? Now, so that will become 9 minus 4 is 5 by 3. That is your alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now we have found alpha plus beta plus gamma is 5 by 3. Now we should find the value of minus b by a. And this also we should get it as 5 by 3. Now what is minus b by a? Let's find what is minus b by a. That is equal to, now in this, what is a, what is b, what is c? You have to compare this with the general cubic polynomial. What is the general form of a cubic polynomial? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Right, now compare this with this and find out what is a. So if you compare these two, my a is what? My a is 3, my b is minus 5, right? B is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to minus 11 because c is the coefficient of x. So this is a, this is b, this is c, this is d. So d is minus 3. Now take along with the sign. Here we don't write the plus 3 because it is positive sign, we just put 3. If it is negative sign, you have to put minus. Right? Minus 5. Now what is minus b by a? So minus, what is b? B also has a minus. B is minus, so minus 5 by a is 3. You get 5 by 3. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is also 5 by 3. Minus b by a is also 5 by 3. So therefore, we can say alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Which means now we will write in terms of we'll write this as sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is sum of the zeros is equal to minus, what is b? B is, we are writing in terms of coefficients. Minus b. B is what? B is coefficient of x square minus coefficient of x square by a. A is coefficient of x cube. Clear? So we have verified the first relationship. Second one is we have to verify the second one, which is we have to verify this to verify. Second one that we have to verify, we have to go and verify is to verify alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha should be equal to c by a. We have to verify this. We have to verify whether this is true, which means we will find this, we will get one value, we will find this, we will get one value, check whether both the values are equal. Now let's find what is alpha beta. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that is equal to alpha. Alpha is what? 3. This is alpha, this is beta, this I have written here. So alpha is 3. So 3, then beta. Beta is minus 1. Right? So 3 into minus 1 plus beta. Beta is minus 1 into gamma. Gamma is minus 1 by 3 plus gamma is minus 1 by 3 into alpha. Alpha is 3. Now what do we get here? 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. This is plus 1 by 3. Here both will get cancelled, you get minus 1. Right? So now what do we get? You get minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 plus 1 by 3. So you will get, if you do the fraction addition, so this one is by 1. So LCM is 3 minus 12 plus 1. So that will become minus 11 by 3. So what is the value of alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to minus 11 by 3. Now, so we have found this value. This value is minus 11 by 3. Now we should find the value of c by a. What is c by a? What is c? C is minus 11. So minus 11 by A. A is 3. So this also we got minus 7 by 3. Alpha plus alpha beta, beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is also minus 7 by 3. C by A is also minus 7. So therefore these two are equal. Okay, so therefore these two are equal, which means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A. Which means this is equal to this. We have proved. So now how do we read this? How do we say this in terms of a sentence? We call this as sum of the product of the zeros taken 2 zeros at a time. The meaning of this is this, that is equal to C. What is C? C is the coefficient of X. You are write this in terms of coefficient of X by what is A? A is coefficient of X cube. That is A. C is coefficient of X. A is coefficient of X cube. C is coefficient of X. Coefficient of X is what? The value before X. The value before X is C. The value before X cube is A. The value before X cube is called as coefficient of X cube. The value before X is called as coefficient of X. So we have verified the second part also. Now third part is what? Third verification for the relationship between zeros and coefficients is, I'll erase this. That is, the third one is, we have to check whether to verify alpha beta gamma equal to minus D by A. We have to check this. Right? Now alpha beta gamma means what? Alpha into beta into gamma. So alpha beta gamma is equal to alpha. Alpha is 3 into beta. Beta is minus 1 into gamma is minus 1 by 3. We have to multiply all this. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So alpha beta gamma is 1. Right? Now we have to check what is minus D by A. We have to find the value of this. We have found the value of this. This is minus 1. Let's find the value of minus D by A. What is the value of minus D by A? Minus. This minus I am writing as it is. Then you have to see what is D. What is D? D is minus 3. See this? D is minus 3. So we'll put D as minus 3 by A. A is 3. So you get minus into minus plus 3 by 3, which is 1. So alpha beta gamma is also 1. Minus D by A is also 1. So therefore we can say, therefore alpha beta gamma is equal to minus D by A. Now in terms of statement, if you need to write, the alpha beta gamma is called as product of the zeros. So product of the zeros is equal to, alpha beta gamma means product of the zeros, that is equal to minus D by A. So that is minus, what is D? D is, you are right here in terms of coefficient and constant. So D is the constant term. So minus constant term. D is called as, D is not called as any coefficient. D is called as a constant term because it does not have any X. So by A. A is coefficient of X cube. Clear? So we have verified the relationship between zeros and coefficients. When you want to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients, you need to check all the 3 conditions. The one that I wrote here, first condition, second condition, and this is the third. All the 3 we have to check. Clear? So this is for the cubic polynomial wherein we have verified the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Fine. So I will stop in this video. You all try exercise 2.2 as homework. Right? Try it. In case, I mean, most of them are, I mean, all of them are quadratic polynomial also only. You need to find the zeros and then you have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients, which are similar to example 2 or example 3. The first question in 2.2. The second question is similar to example 4. So you try that. Anyways, in the next video, I will do exercise 2.2. But you give it a try, and if you have any questions, put it in the comment, or I would say WhatsApp me in this number. My number is 98840360777, and then I will try to respond to you. Right? Thank you. We will meet in the next video. Bye.